Well, the humidity still a factor on this fall afternoon, but no rain in the forecast. That's the good news as you look inside Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They begin the drive with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Jags, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2nd and 9 now. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down. And that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. Still going. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. For CD, these 2 teams barely off the buses. And this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick 6 to take the lead.
Part of me, you'd have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say that their plan worked to perfection.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech. But I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet. But we are at 500, and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play. And
now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Great job.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Lawrence now off the bootleg. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jags go up by 2 touchdowns. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They'll give him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
At the 7-yard line. 13, Lou.
Lawrence will throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Right, let's go.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Here we go, sir.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd down, here's a run with Bigsby. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Allen's got it complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And this won't do it. He needed 6, and only got halfway there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They run. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! Blocked right from 21 yards away. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Broncos 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Red on red.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, down the numbers, there he goes.
Loose inside the 30. Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On second down, Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back to throw. Incomplete.
The coverage we just saw break out on third down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fielded just inside the 20. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, Lawrence. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Jaguars at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, You show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
His first catch, good for 9 in the first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From the gun, Bigsby. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 24 now, here's second down and 7. Here's Lawrence to throw. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Broncos. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more and now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get
under pressure, and he'll go down at the 26-yard line. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. Well, that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Hey, line. 1-yard line.
Let's go, 52.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Silver.
Now Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. He's got room at the 30. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 69 yards. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Next to score, Jaguars 40, Broncos 10.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And quickly they get to the line. They'll throw now on the final play. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Mims in motion left. They'll look to throw here on first down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Broncos 10.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Another run by Bigsby. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Hey, kill.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
No surprise to see a sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line.
Here we go, sir.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Going deep here for Allen.
Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Powers through. He won't go down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw.
Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
2nd and 4. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll look to throw here.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that in-line.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And Bigsby once more. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Kill.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Keenan Allen from a yard out. And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Joseph connects on the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Broncos 16.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but Certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got Dulcich going across the formation. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Marvin Mims
with an amazing diving catch.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 2.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Bigsby.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a handoff to Bigsby.
Now the ball comes loose.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we could make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade and Milliken.
And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Now he's loose at the 40.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 1 timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Touchdown, Broncos!
Greg Dulcich.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Next to score, Jaguars 35, Broncos 29.
So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock, and let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
Throwing now, Lawrence. Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
A run here with Bigsby.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year. I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.